All right, so I just wanted to do some end notes on the ASX, not really covering a specific topic because we've covered quite a fair bit what the ASX is, why and how do companies list, how does the ASX make money, and some of that can be a little bit cynical, I guess, from my point of view, when we're just pointing out the facts. A lot of the time, like the reality is, as I said before, like the reality from their own numbers is the ASX makes $4 for every dollar that they get from listed companies, kind of off listed companies, off running the exchange. So, like, the realities are kind of there, but that kind of glosses over the reality of people working at the ASX and what they're trying to do. I think genuinely, if you look at the ASX quite broadly, as we sort of covered, you've got a big, like, huge differences in the types of companies listed, and the rules are kind of a single set. We're not in the UK where they've got the LSE and then they've got the AIM submarket, or in Toronto when they've got the TSX and the TSXV. We have one market in Australia which covers every listed company from sort of BHP down. So with that, you've just got a lot of nuance, I guess, where people feel like it's not made specifically for them, and that's probably because it's not. It's a reality. It's made for a broad group of companies and a broad group of investors. But I think overarchingly, the people at the ASX, especially the people in the listing side and the compliance side, are trying to create a very fair and open market. They're trying to level the playing field for different companies to grow. So many of the companies up there in the ASX 200 used to be so much smaller. The examples I gave before of Block and Zip used to be tiny, 10, 20, 50 mil market cap stocks. Or mining companies, like a Liontown or the like, that's now multiple billions of dollars. Like 7-8 years ago, it was 20 mil market cap. So companies have got a lot of opportunity to really grow on the exchange. There's a huge opportunity to grab investors at every stage and for people to ride it, which is great. And there's an added support network amongst the industry where that kind of works for everyone, really. Like a growing company, everyone can make money there. And so everyone really wants those stories of 50 mil to 2 bill market caps. Like no one's upset on that journey, I guess, except those that don't participate. So there's a lot of capacity for companies to grow. Australia as a market just bats well above its sort of average with regards to the size of our economy versus the size of our market. With that in mind, you take all of the ASX, every company on the ASX listed, put them together as one code, and I think we're like number 7 or 8 in the US, right? So I think we're the size of like a Tesla. So with that in mind, whilst we do bat very much above our economy from a listed point of view, and there's a great opportunity at especially the smaller end to access capital and access liquidity, we still are quite a small market and very much a people market. And so I think all that needs to be kept in mind as you're sort of navigating being listed.